labor, what exactly do we,
Operation and maintenance.
operation and maintenance? And that one, do we have that one position filled with somebody that's applying for?
No, not in water and sewer, we don't, right?
No.
It's in maintenance, just don't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That may be one of the ones too to look at where,
I put that position in there because if I have to hire somebody just to read meters or something, because other guys are not doing fines for the line and stuff like that.
They'll all start breaking now.
with the, you said you're running 4 employees short and we're down with, have officers there and have that would give room for some evaluations. Some of them off that really low. I know which one she's
Well,
talking about.
There's a lot of them I'd like to give raise to, but I'll be honest with you, we're having to pinch pennies to pay payrolls.
Yeah.
I mean, really. And pay bills too.
Look at 2014, it will be much better either.
No.
2014, we're going to change some
2015
tax
when
laws. That's-
our insurance will probably be in jeopardy.
Yeah. And tax laws is changing in the state of Kentucky. So we're looking at facing rock and roll on 14. So we have to watch.
Well, I think what you all should do is what I'd ask you to do on that little memo. Look this over good, call us and tell us any questions you have. And then we'll try to correct it, work it out and see, you know.
So far, everything I see, it looks good.
Yeah,
Just
it
one of
does.
the things, the little things that were named off would,
Well,
would
we
make
were
a.
so busy looking at figures that we overlooked when I was reviewing.
Sure.
I reviewed it and caught a few things, but now like that labor and stuff, I'll be honest, I didn't notice.
Well,
And that's
I
when
see
they like
that jump,
supervisor
and
stuff.
when you see that kind of jump, you automatically want, well, if we're gonna raise
Yeah.
rates to fix the plant, we don't want to jump that high with labor wages. I mean, it is something we, this water rate, I'm sure we will have to address fairly soon again. But I'm hoping that when we do, we dole it out just a little smaller. I think Gary, or Yvonne once said, having a mayor willing to work with, we do. We have a good council, a good mayor, and we all have different opinions on certain issues, but it's not a screaming match, you know.
Right.
It's a coming to a
That's the
common
reason I said,
ground. Yeah.
that's the reason I said the little memo, if you have a problem with any of this, call us.
Well,
Because for the next council meeting, now, we'd like to have this, or you can call special, we'd like to get this done now anyway, because we worked hard on this, we've been 2 trips to London and everything on this budget.
I think
We
the
do need to get
corrections
it
that
passed.
we,
Yeah, we do.
the corrections that we named off, even some of them, I just know it's just sitting there after I've already looked at it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But we
if
went.
I would've saw some of them, I would've let you know
Yeah.
earlier, but the one
Yeah.
that stuck out at me, before the meeting was the labor.
Yeah.
Well, we went through and tried to explain where every penny went and telephone loops, I mean, it's itemized. more
When I
or less.
look at
Like
the-
you do your own budget at home.
Yeah, that's what when you look at it, most of these stay the same or have went down.
Yeah.
I applaud that, that's just good business sense right
Yeah.
there with,
And there are figures that has actually been, that's for checks that run
Yeah.
yes.
revenues.
What few little things, like I said, that are there, we can correct and have a reading, the next meeting.
Yeah, we had special call meeting.
It's a good budget,
Uh-huh.
a solid
We had a
budget, those
special
were the
call.
only few things that I saw, and they're nothing major. Correct.
But if y'all do that, I appreciate it. And then when we get it worked up, we could even have a special call meeting.
Sure.
Yeah.
How's that? Because it shouldn't take long to do it, if everybody has their input.
That's-
That's the reason you have to work with people, to find something on it.
That's the only thing that I had.
First reading and make changes.
We could have the
We
first
can have the
reading.
first reading with
Because
the
it don't
correction.
really change.
No, we sure could, because it doesn't change these figures.
All you gotta do is make the corrections by the next,
We'll do it. but y'all come.
Mine wasn't to stop it from being passed, it was just.
No, I know that, and I appreciate that,
Well, I ain't reading this.
cause I said, now read it.
Charles, you,
Robert proofread it, and then I
David-
proofread it, and I called something, and I said, I can't find anything else, to do anything else they found.
David
that's
said
what we
he'll
have for
read
you.
it.
We're here to let you know. Tell them we done it, see if they read it.
We did that, see if y'all read it.
I haven't looked at it.
No questions, we're not y'all didn't even look at it.
All right, David, David's gonna do the first reading of the ordinance,
Ordinance number 438, an ordinance adopting the City of Cumberland, Kentucky annual budget for the fiscal year July 1st, 2013 through June 30th, 2014. Whereas an annual budget proposal message has been prepared and delivered to the legislative body, and whereas the legislative body has reviewed such budget proposal, now therefore it be ordained by the City Council of Cumberland, Kentucky as follows. Section 1. The annual budget for fiscal year beginning July 1st, 2013 and ending June 30th, 2014 is adopted as set forth herein. General Fund. Resources available, cash balances, estimates, receipt transfers, and total cash revenues. 6,231, 800,013, 576, 45,500, 865,307. LGEA Fund, 1,000, 65,000, not available, 66,000. Municipal Aid Fund, 5,000, 50,000, not available, 50,000. Water Sewer Fund, 31,000, 658,000, not available, 689,000. Public Works Projects, 2,834,985, 2,834,985. Appropriations. Administrative Department from the General Fund is 146,330, LGA Fund 0. Police Department, 331,298, LGA Fund 10,000. Fire Department, 42,596. Street Department, 300,334, 686, 0 from LGA Fund, 50,000 from the Municipal Aid Fund. Safety, LGEA Fund, 5,000. Water Sewer Pump Sampler, 20,000 from the LGEA Fund, 500,013, 147 from the Water Sewer Fund. And then 0 from LGA Fund and 155,500 from Water Sewer Fund. Public Improvement Project 0. Total appropriations. General Fund, 854,911. LGA Fund, 35,000. Municipal Aid Fund, 50,000. Water Sewer Fund, 668,647. Transfers out, 0 from General Fund, 0 from LGEA, 20,000 from Municipal Aid Fund, 0 from Water and Sewer, and 0 from Public Works Projects. Balances is 10,396 from General Fund, LGEA Fund, 31,000, Municipal Aid Fund, 20,500, Water Sewer Fund, 20,353, Public Works Projects, 2,834,985. Section 2. The budget ordinance shall be administered by the executive authority as prescribed and set forth in Kentucky Revised Statutes. Administration shall include, but not be limited to, at least the following. A. Preparation and submission of financial statements which include budgetary comparisons on not less than a monthly basis. B. Provide for budget amendments if called for by the council or if anticipated through implementation. C. Prepare any financial statements required for publication purposes pursuant to KRS 424 and 91A. D. Cause each fund of this budget to be audited as prescribed by law. Section 3. The detailed operating budget, including project budgets of the funding agencies, is adopted by reference for administration and accounting purposes. Section 4. This ordinance shall be published by title and summary immediately after adoption. Date of first reading, November 12, 2013.
I'm glad you read that, Stephanie.
Well, me too, I was just like,
Thank you, David.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Okay, next thing on there is, personnel manual discussions. Did everybody understand what I sent you?
I understood it, but I didn't understand the changes, because if you remember when we had that meeting,
Yeah.
I think each one of us had a little different variation of it.
Everybody had a different book.
I didn't really have nothing to relate it to as to change it, I guess.
Well,
but,
I'll tell you what, we probably need to have just an hour special meeting just to
Go over
look
that
at
book.
that and look at the changes, cause those changes were in my book, that where we had the actual meeting out here that time.
Yes.
And I had went through and read, and wrote them. And, that's what I did. But now on the, job descriptions, the ones that was in the book just flat dab were terrible. So what I did is I went to each department and conferenced with them to see exactly what they did. I conferenced with Wayne over the police department and we got rid of one title and added another title, mainly just the titles on there. But we discussed what was required of each one and what they actually did, and that's what we worked about. That's the reason we changed the job descriptions to what they actually did. Plus I reviewed Manchester's and I worked with, they had board on, I got them to send me some samples, you know, so I could look at them and see some ideas. But that's basically what I changed that I wanted y'all to look at and see if y'all agree with. But the other things is what we changed during the meeting.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to just put that right to the side, that's been going on since 2005. I don't think we ought to rush it tonight.
Yeah. That's true.
It ain't been changed since 2005, so why should we just worry about it?
Gotcha.
We'll worry about that. But you do have it, so, but everybody's got a different book, don't they?
Yeah, mine's not what you have.
Well, let's just go by my book that I wrote on, that y'all, remember y'all fussed at me because you said I had too many changes?
I
Y'all
don't
had
mind
different
all
books?
that, what you've got in there. The only thing I was going to discuss was the position.
Yeah.
But other than that, I believe everything you had was right. I just didn't have anything to add to it.
Well, I can say that, that's what I said.
I saw
Our book
one
was so
thing.
messed up forever. Yep.
Mrs. Bush saw one thing, what was the Mrs. Bush?
Under police department lieutenant,
Yeah.
first paragraph, third line down. Well, I'm telling you where it's at.
Well, you said that. You could highlight that.
I'm sorry.
I'll email you.
I caught you about one
Well,
other
just
thing.
tell me what it says, because I don't have it.
It has an
I do.
assistant police chief, that needs to be changed to
Oh, it
lieutenant.
does?
Yeah.
You got her Wayne, Wayne?
That's another one that I just want to read.
First paragraph, third line down.
I just thought I'd throw that off.
Yeah, okay,
I thought we took that out.
okay. So
I
that
think we
needs
got
to be,
lieutenant's position.
that needs to be corrected right
It
there.
doesn't exist in my book, but
Okay.
it doesn't exist in probably y'all's book.
No.
But see,
And it was done away with, somebody's been here longer.
It was done away a long time
Two
ago.
thousand maybe.
Are you making it up?
I know what you said,
But the books, my book, and her book,
Somebody make it
well,
up?
there's none of them match up. I mean, just be
well,
honest.
see, Wayne, what she's saying basically is we changed the title.
You changed it, but you didn't
We
change it
didn't
there.
We didn't
It's
change the
still
job
left.
description title down in there, it
Yeah.
still said.
See,
So
And I'm
you-
trying to put
you
the light
two
on
messed
you.
up.
So you can
That was just one of my things,
I just want that,
was
oh, sorry.
if we had a
That's all I
passed,
saw.
if we had a passed this, that would be creating a position that we can't afford right now. I mean, we got a chief and a sergeant, that's basically what we've had for a long
Well,
time.
yeah, but see, in the policy manual, that's just there in case you ever want to utilize it.
Yeah,
It's not a position you gotta
That's
have.
not what.
It's not good in the budget.
Yeah, it's not put in the budget.
It's a
So it's a position in case you ever need it, but
So
the
before it could
position.
ever be
Y'all have to.
filled, we'd have to approve it
Yeah.
and approve it.
But a lot of this was not according to KLEC. You know,
Yeah.
it was, took a while for it.
Good
All that in your old manuals, and one of my old manuals I found, I actually found in the office.
I'm sure
It's
mine's,
not legal, it's not legal with KLEC, and we gotta be legal with KLEC, we don't go on. But when we
I
send
think
a
when we
class,
looked at our manuals, each
and we don't
one of
send
us
them to
had a-
school the right place and the right time, it's not.
hopefully we'll get us a new one now, though.
Well, see, Charles, in the old manual, it had, assistant chief, okay? That left it wide open to hire that. Only thing I did now, we were wrong about that, so we just what we just said. If it's in the manual, yes, you can hire one, because it's a position, okay? council.
But you gotta put it in your budget.
But your budget has to allow it. In other words, if you can work it in your budget, you can, in other words, you can't just, it has, you have to, in the budget, you have to be able to work it.
Yeah,
But
you
yes, I
can't,
could
you
hire
can't
one.
just hire them without having the money to.
That's
hire
right.
It has to be in the
But,
budget
but
first.
if you look at the old manual, like I said, the assistant chief was already in there, so the position was already approved.
It just wasn't no money approved for it.
No, it's just what I'm saying is the position that was already approved, it's just changed, the title's changed. And what was already approved before.
I get what you're saying, so basically we're just making the lieutenant's position, but not
In the
filling.
book.
Yeah, it's just in the book.
Because right now, we can't afford it.
No, but I could. That was your question. I could do it because it's been approved. As long as I know that.
But would you have to come back before the council to get the money
Yeah,
approved
that's what-
before you hire?
Or you would have to eliminate some other positions to make do for that one position.
But what I'm saying is I did not create any position in the book.
Just
I
change the
only
name.
changed the.
You got it right according to Kentucky state law.
We only
And then-
changed the names. That's what we did.
Public
We created
Works,
no
was
position.
that a recommendation by the,
Public Works is what everybody else utilizes. We were the only ones that was
We're
using what we were
just trying to
using.
update when
We're updating because we're old hat.
Say it's been since 1990s or before.
Well, it's not, the book has been out there forever, but, last time it was even updated was 2005, but it was way back.
hopefully we have some income to get that manual down. And then when we do, we need to burn all the old ones.
Everybody needs the
I
same
don't
one.
think
I say nobody ever grabs one again.
Once it's complete, we'll give you all a new, you can throw yours away.
But even after we do it new, you've got to send it down to the ad board and they go through it and they type it and correct it and then it comes back
Make
to
sure
you.
the law is right.
Yeah.
Something we
And I-
need done forever.
I work with them on the laws too, they've even sent me a couple of things, changes and making the book that
It
was out
doesn't
there.
stay on personnel.
I know it was confusing, but
And it
we'll
got
get it
rolled
lined
me and
up.
Teresa, very quick.
Yep.
I don't doubt what you have in there is.
No, I know that, but
It was
if
just
you
so
don't have that
much.
book, you can't look at it and say, well,
I
that's
couldn't go
what
by my
you
book
changed.
and see what
My
changed.
book don't match.
Vice versa.
We'll have a meeting and I'll get my book out and I'll show you how to make the changes now. Okay, let's go on.
Nope.
It's ball game now.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip those first two and I'm gonna take over right to mayor's comments because it's included in them. I got that in there. But anyway, trails, okay. Mayor's comments. You remember Jerry Wooten that, was the seasonal?
Yeah.
Okay, I put him as full-time employee. He did have a drug test and passed the one though, so. And he is now a full-time employee, still seasonal.
What did we need it?
Well, we only had 4 people in the maintenance department. We
Oh,
lost
we
3
lost,
people.
so we utilized.
So we used 1, replacing 3.
Basically, he was, what you did is you got to see during the seasonal work how
We
he
got
does
to
it.
see how he did. He's excellent. He was highly thought of by all the people that work with him.
Yeah, I remember you told me you had a recommendation.
And he has CDL. He also drove a tractor one day for me. So.
We need a CDL driver.
But,
for another one
this
on
one
six.
man has replaced 3 employees.
Not that way.
Just in time.
All right, I guess you noticed the property up here that we discussed, it still looks like, yeah.
That
That's
way.
what I'm trying to
Is
explain,
that what you're
okay.
saying? Trustee?
Tri-C News, when I called him after we had our council meeting, gravel had already been ordered, $4,000 for gravel. He said it's already sitting up there, so I said, okay, you can't do anything about that. But they did come up, they're not happy, I'm not happy, nobody's happy, I told them, called them, you know, I called them, but I was one who called them. They told them I was not happy, that is looking awful up there. They did come up, well, honey, it's a big improvement from what it was when it came up.
That big 4-foot, 3-foot drop off of
It'd be
concrete.
better than what it was.
You're the one
You
across.
should have been across it before. It was, but anyhow, No, it is not signed off on yet, no. I mean, it's not finished, so don't go up there and think we're stuck with that, because we're not. Because they said, basically, I had to go to a meeting and Robin went up there for me, and they basically told Robin that, don't worry about it, because it would fix like she wants. That's not done up there, so don't anybody panic, that's all we'll say.
Yeah, they need to put a fence back there to keep kids from falling off into that creek.
So,
Do they have any kind of time frame about when it will be
well, I've got to
fixed,
call him
or-
tomorrow, I've been in meetings all day.
He had to go, they'd go around and inspect it.
Yeah,
Everybody.
inspect it.
That's what he kept calling it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then they was gonna get together and compare their spec spots or whatever, and then they was gonna do something.
They need to tear up those big chunks of concrete that's sticking
Yeah.
up there.
It's also
Well,
rebars.
I'm basically just letting y'all know, no, it's
Oh,
not gonna be
but
left
don't
away the
panic,
same
it ain't
bed
gonna
happy.
stay that
Don't
way.
panic, I ain't happy, they're not happy, so.
Well, I figure when you're
That's the
happy,
county's
we'll
stuff.
be
Yeah,
able
we
to
move
move
your
your
stuff.
stuff. Nobody likes a
So,
mess.
so I've been
That's
after
right,
them
that's
about
I'm
that.
sure she won't let them leave.
No, I told I don't sign up on this, So
They must
said
have
would.
contracted that job out
They
pretty,
did.
pretty cheap, because.
The guy
I
was from
watched-
Illinois.
Alright, street lights,
Yeah.
street lights out here. These, street lights, the electrician did come up, and I called him today, he worked yesterday, so somebody said he was working, I think Robin told me she had signed or something.
He was working all day.
Alright, I called him today, I said, hey, are you through the lights? Cause I thought, well, they didn't get the light bulbs put in. No, they're not through, there's a problem. The wiring that was done before, that's underneath the, streets, underneath the sidewalks, somehow or another, it's through conduit, there's a junction box that's under there, and I spent, the man told me it was illegal the way they worked it. So anyway, he's coming back tomorrow, the next day, and he thinks he's worked out some way to do it, so it's not as easy as getting up there and wiring them up and let's go, so.
Well,
So no, they're not
it's
working.
not, it would have been if somebody had done their job right to begin with.
Well, the junction's supposed to be where you get to.
Absolutely.
But
They can seal theirs.
But anyhow, I just let you know, it's been worked on. FEMA grant, I'll tell you about that, the sirens are, I guess you know where, but they're in the process of getting the electrical hookup on those, and then the county's gonna be paying the electric bill, and they're gonna be in charge of that. The bid on the cupboard on Back Street has been okay, that's already went out, so they'll be starting on that before long. The lift station bid's been done, we've got 4 new lift stations that's gonna be done, so they should be starting on those sometime soon.
And we're gonna save those old.
Yeah, that's in the
Yeah.
contract, cause I called them.
Yeah, that'll help.
So they
some
wrote
hires
that
up on their
actually
own.
out in the contract that all of the stuff will be theirs. Cause I said, I want the pumps, I want the wiring, I want everything,
There you go.
cause I can use it.
You will,
Even the
you'll use it.
fencing that's going around.
You'll use it, some bit of it
And
somewhere.
I told them I wanted fencing around the new ones, and they put that in there too, so.
That'll save us from a lot of violations.
Alright, I did call the sheriff's department because delinquent tax, you know how, and I was on the council, so I know you all. Is that me? I know I got the keys.
It's up front of the library.
Delinquent tax, were y'all under the impression that they were collecting our delinquent tax?
Yeah.
No, that's not what it is.
Oh,
That's what
that's what they're
we
getting paid for.
Well, no, let me tell you how it works, cause I called, cause I thought, whoa, that ain't the way we all thought it was, but anyway, they're collecting their taxes. After they collect their taxes, they give a copy of their delinquent taxes to the county court clerk. County court clerk, whenever she collects them, they don't go after them, but when she collects some, then she sends us our part.
Like if you go buy car tax, you go.
But that's the way it works. I thought they actually went out, that's what I thought, I didn't know.
When we voted on it that night, that's what we were told, that they would collect on the dead bills.
Yeah,
Well-
he did, definitely, I remember that, he
Yeah.
told us.
That's not what he said.
So we need to call him back up here.
She did.
I've already talked. And I'm getting a list of the delinquent ones from him. I told
We
him
can-
I wanted a copy, I wanted them, because, and he thought we were already getting the list. I said, no, what we're getting has everybody on there, and we have to go through and find them.
Well,
So I can't give them to Jonathan to get after until I find them.
Well,
I know
too,
They
I
are.
would look over the meeting of that
Jonathan
night.
ain't even listening to me.
The night we had that meeting and everything was voted on, I would listen to that carefully, because whatever he agreed to,
He has to do it.
Well, I thought think, I mean, I thought that, I think it was a misunderstanding, I really do.
I don't.
But we
see
are
how-
getting delinquent taxes, but it's delinquent taxes that comes through the county clerk.
And that
They
is
don't
at a
actually
much
run-
slower
See,
pace
but see what
than the
that-
sheriff's department. I think we should, just like Charles said, pull the minutes and have him stick to his word. And I'm sure that the
Let me
sheriff's department has
explain
always
something to
collected
you
late.
about my feeling on that. Why should we pay the county? Why should we let the county take a percentage of collected taxes that we can collect?
Well,
We're letting them take a percentage out of that tax money to collect it for us, and if they're not gonna go after delinquencies,
well,
it's not worth it to us, we
I'll
should
be
collect it
honest,
ourselves.
by the time you, and see if you prove them, and you, aren't you election, all like that, aren't you?
We can go back and double check it.
Yeah, but we will, we'll check. But from what I saw with the last two times, whenever you bought them for last time, this time, it looked to me like we're collecting them at a better pace than what they were.
Well, I mean, they can send them out too.
Plus,
I'm just
we'll
saying,
compare for next time, but it's too late this year.
I was just saying that we were under the impression that this was gonna relieve us, you know, to collect delinquent and let them take that percentage out to get our delinquent
I
Has
thought
he
taxes.
there
ever
was a
collected
certain
delinquent
time.
taxes in the past?
Not really.
Never has.
That's my vote. We voted for that.
Well, see, the reason I brought that up is
We're
because
letting-
I
we're
was on
letting them take that
council,
thing.
and that's an impression I got too, so that's the reason I called it. Because that was my understanding of it when I was on council.
Yeah. That's
But
how
that's
we was
not the way it
explained
is.
it.
Before the next meeting, if you could, I don't remember what percentage they were taking out. I think it was 3%. Maybe we could see what that added up for them to collect it. You know, and see how, if we do it ourselves, if we're going
Well,
to save money.
actually, why do it now? Because tax, it's already been done, it's being done right now.
I
We can do it
understand.
before next year.
I'm talking about for the
Yeah,
future,
do it for next year, but.
because I don't
it
wanna,
really-
I don't wanna give away money
No.
if they're not gonna collect the
No,
delinquencies.
do it
like
before
we're
next
talking
year,
about.
that's something, you know, you need to, but I just thought to let y'all know that how that's been done, so. I did, he is supposed
I
to be getting me a
appreciate that.
list of
That's,
delinquent tax.
That's sure not the
So we
impression
can start
we were
billing.
given, I don't think.
We did apply for, a grant for 40, slump detectors for the city. We haven't heard anything from them yet. The police have been going around tagging all the streetlights that are out. I guess y'all noticed that, they got little ties around them. We've got to call Dave.
I've got a list of them, there's 20, what is that?
That's 30, aren't they?
26, 28 of them.
So she
And see, we pay for those regardless if they're
Yeah.
working or not.
Then I
There's
got,
26 of them.
26 of
well,
them.
I got 2 call-ins today. I added 2 over.
How much do they charge a light?
It just varies according to what kind of bulb it is.
You average at $20 a light.
Yeah.
You get this
Two
amazing
lights,
money.
that's a lot of fun.
So it's been about 2 days going around doing
You
that.
get it billed whether it's on or off.
Yeah, so we've got to call them, we've got the little ribbons around there, so.
And it's not just, are they doing just the ones in the city or all of the
Well, we've had
surrounding?
some residential call in, I'm just adding to the list.
Okay.
People call in.
But
So
they-
if y'all know any
yeah.
out, just call and get snapped.
So if we tag them, then we're not having to pay for those.
No, they'll go fix it.
No, what it is they go
Oh, okay.
fix them.
They
They
tag
say,
them so
call and
they-
say, hey, we tagged them with such and such color. They'll fix it.
Sounds good.
All right, next thing on the agenda is Christmas bonuses for the employees. You know, last year, and I did kind of go around and ask a few of the employees, it's up to council though. You know, I think they've had turkeys in the past, they've had hens in the past, and they've had $25. The ones I talked to, barely have $25 if y'all would like to give them $25.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
So does anybody want to make a motion
I'll
like
make a
that?
motion. I'll second that.
That's fine.
David made the motion.
$25, what you said, gift card?
Gift
Gift card.
Yeah.
Do you want it to a certain place or just $25 like a little Visa card?
I thought of using wherever they want to, use it there. Whatever you think's
I
best.
don't like to tag them into a certain place.
Yeah.
No, they
I get
may
what
have,
you're saying,
they
though.
may see
Yeah.
something
Those
like
Visa
save a
cards
dollar,
cost
and be able
money.
to use that.
Yeah, back it up just for a
And
second.
wait, just make
Those
it
Visa
right.
cards cost $5 a piece.
Yeah,
Well,
some of
you
those
may get
Visa cards, it
$30
costs
then,
something to,
How about we check on them?
Do they cost $5?
they cost so much to have them loaded.
Do they really?
Well, why don't we just make the
Yeah.
motion for $30, that way it'll cover the price.
Well, what's wrong with
I don't
just
know how
giving
much, I don't know how
$25
much
in
they
a
cost,
pocket?
I'm not sure, I don't know if it's
You can't get
$5.
$25 to play that, you have to give them as a gift check. Is that right, Jonathan, you have to do that as a gift?
I'm not
I wouldn't wanna give you any 100%
Okay.
certain, but I believe that's.
Well, we did give them a gift card last year.
Yeah,
It
but
was-
it's-
yeah, but
It was food
it's how
city,
we
cause I
use
still
it.
got mine.
Yeah.
Use mine, yeah.
Why not?
Well, even Walmart, does Walmart.
Well, answer me
charge
this,
you?
can you not just write another check and say it's a bonus in the bottom
You
of it?
can't give them.
Has to be taxed.
And to be taxed,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
you have to tax it.
Okay.
I would just go with the gift
I
card.
know.
Yeah, it just means
If
we'll
it
do like
costs-
last year,
At the grocery store?
yeah.
That's
Yes,
better.
it's-
Better not.
We'll
Yeah, that's
check.
true.
We'll see
But
what
if
kind
you,
they
yeah,
got.
if you check, if you do find one that's open, that doesn't cost,
We'll
then
get
go ahead and
that.
do it.
There may be another brand that's open.
So it starts out checks.
Or those Visa cards may actually have a $25 card that can't be reloaded, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but I know everyone we've ever got for Jess to take on trips, they charged us so much.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm not used to
Yeah.
those, so I.
I'm not.
Yeah, well, cause see, they did away with traveler's checks, and we didn't know that till Jess, you know, we needed traveler's checks and all that.
Well,
We
y'all
got to
wanna
get
take a
Dixon
vote on
card
the
to the bank,
$25 and
so,
we'll check, but
Okay.
Yeah.
let's put it this way.
Let's just call it a $25 gift card.
$25 gift card.
Okay.
Yeah, David made a motion, I say.
So do y'all wanna take a roll call vote, please?
Gillum,
Yes.
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 Raleigh,
Yes.
Bush, Dixon.
All right, just for your information, Christmas parade is on the 6th of December at 5 p.m. Streets will be closed at 4:30.
You said this was when?
December 6th, 5 p.m.
You know when the tree light
Yeah, it's,
this month?
Streets
do
are closed at
you
what time,
remember
you
why
said?
you closed the streets up there?
The 21st or, I believe it's 21st, I think.
Well, it was 21st.
What time was y'all on? I think it's 21st though.
Okay, wait a minute, they called and won't know, cause Jess seen,
Nah,
what day was
bother
it?
me.
The when? No, not the 7th, it's for the Christmas tree lighting thing. Good dog, I guess we was trying to figure out if she'd be home or not, I
I
can't
think it's
remember, sorry.
21st.
I think it's
Yeah.
21st, I believe.
I can't remember.
Who got
I
the
believe
vote
it is
for someone
21st, yeah.
They usually try and do it like the week before.
Cause now that section up there will be closed, you know, the streets.
Remember they did that
Christmas.
We'll block it off like we do for
Yeah.
night.
We're doing a Christmas parade on Wednesday?
No.
I thought you said you said. What?
December.
Shoot, thank you.
Miss Calendar lady.
I was looking at that calendar, going, wait a minute, that's on Wednesday night. Okay, I got you, honey, thank you. Do you think I could see that right there? No, no, I can't. All right, so I'm assuming the 6th is on Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
That's all I've got, so we'll take council comments now, so. You wanna start?
Do you have anything about the utilities?
Yeah, cause you said you was
Well,
gonna go
yeah,
after and you.
but I posted up, the only thing I had to tell y'all is the same thing I told you last time, the reason I put it on there, I hope I would have something new, but, we still don't have anything from the utility board lawyer working out the plan for the three, to sign, the three cities to sign.
For those,
Yeah, that's what we're waiting on is, the agreement between the three, so we don't have that yet, so. As quick as we have that, then,
Then everybody
I
will
was
have
hoping
water.
we'd get it
for
for
it.
now, that's the reason I put that on there.
And trails update? Was you gonna go
Well,
over
that
something?
was, yeah, well, I thought that was trails when I was talking about this place up here, because that was.
Oh, okay.
But I will add something else on there, I did meet with CSX today, and they are gonna start taking the tracks out, and they got a map from the lady from the state, together the other day. She made me one, you know, just the city of Cumberland, because I said I'm not interested in anything outside of our boundaries, because that's what I'm mayor of, I'm not mayor of down Harlem, I'm not mayor of Fletcher County, so that's how I'm interested in taking care of. So, the state, the railroad, and the county all came today. So the state went around and looked at their part, the county went around and looked at their part, so basically, all we've got to worry about is 3 roads, and I've got that wrote down, do you remember what the 3 were?
Jackson, Myers, Park.
And Park, that's the only place where our railroad runs, other than those bridges. So that's it. All right, I talked to the trails people, and they're interested in banking, seeing if we would bank the railroad that's in town for a walking and a bicycle trail only. No ATVs, no horses on those.
until that's for sure everything done with CSX, I wouldn't bank anything with anybody, because we don't know what we wanna do
Well, that's true.
with any piece of property. For so long, we've basically been told, here this is, let's do this. Let's really think it through before we
Well, let's
give
look
up
at it
any of
this
our
way.
property.
All right, when you bank it, there's, somebody that works with CSX that they don't need to call, the guy that I'm talking to in Florida. When you bank it, basically what you're saying is, we wanna use this for a trail or something like that, or a bicycle trail or something like that, and they come in and fix it, up for that. All right, but what you're saying is, nobody's gonna be able to use this railroad, no, we don't foresee anybody gonna use that railroad, and basically they just let you use it. See what I'm saying? So, right now, I'm just working with them to see, but if you just let them have it, then they'll probably end up selling it to individuals. And you won't have anything, you won't have any trails connecting all these other cities.
You're saying that the railroad will sell it to individuals,
Probably will.
so,
I'm not for selling any property to
Yeah.
so.
Anybody.
So you're saying that the banking
Line
part would make
somebody
us
else.
The
sure.
banking part just says the city is gonna say, no, there's nothing, and we're gonna just kinda watch over that. But if you go through this trails thing, then you more or less have it, you can utilize a piece of property for that. You know, we're gonna use it for this for so long, but you have to tell them your banking every 6 months, you let it go, then it goes
See,
back to the railroad.
where trail towns like wanting to try to keep the rules, we have our own set of rules too that we wanna look at. Naturally, we are ATV friendly town.
Yeah, we are, but not on this railroad, right through the middle of town. That was my
I
question.
understand that,
Yeah.
but you know how good as I do that take those tracks up there a little bit forward down there, we have nobody. That's the thing I'm getting at. They don't have a plan in place of who's gonna
Well,
take care of that, patrol it.
that's why
Our
I'm saying.
guys don't have an ATV to run up down through there chasing people, violating it.
That's what I'm saying, that's the reason I'm working with so many people, and I say I'm not gonna be responsible for these other
And
ones.
somebody could get hurt.
No, I mean.
If somebody gets hurt on that part, are they suing us or who they going to? We have no information other than everybody say that it's a really good idea and.
Well, if you don't charge, then it's not gonna be steady fine. But what I'm saying is, I'm working with them, I am gonna look into it, because I think that's my job as mayor to do that. Because all these other communities is wanting to hook together for resources. And if this trail goes everywhere, and we don't want our city to be just
No.
the blockers.
What
as you
I-
say. So I am researching it, I'm talking to all revenues.
I do want us to participate and be a part of it. What I don't want to do is sit back and line somebody's pockets.
It's not gonna happen.
Something that's happened for years, some guy come in and make a fortune off
No.
a piece of property because I'm here to stop
No,
that.
it's not gonna happen in our city.
As long as I got
think
breath,
horseback
I will
riding would be
never
great.
allow somebody to come in
Horseback
the
riding
city
would be
and
great
make
on
money
that, I
off of it.
Yeah, but in the city though, I mean, we have to, the only thing that we're interested in is in our city limits.
That's
What's
right.
gonna happen in our city limits, and that's what I
And we
found
can't
out.
control anything else.
So I just want y'all to know, I am working with them, I'm not gonna do it without y'all's okay, but I am gonna check into it, I'm not
Sure.
gonna let it go, because it's gonna cost everybody else if we don't participate.
It's not, to make it clear, for me, it's not about not participating.
I know what you're saying.
For me, it's about, we've had things over the past that so-and-so knows so-and-so, and he owns this piece of property. Well, now, let's see, where's that trail town going? I'll go up and buy that up ahead of it, and now, I'm gonna make a big fortune off what I paid $8,000 for. I'll take 80. That's just not ever gonna happen again.
Where is that? I'll go buy it.
It's already happened once right here in our town, big time.
But anyway, I want y'all to know I am working on it, and all those different, people I'm working with, I just didn't throw my hands up and say, sure you can. All right, that's all I've got. Y'all have any council comments? He's working on that, Did he call me, or you first?
He's got basically sort of like on
Yeah, we've got some stuff that we're getting for him that he's waiting on.
Yeah, I think I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're in the process of getting it. So we're,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I had to do it to call.
Okay, I've had, been brought to my attention by a few, I don't know if y'all ever rode up, before garbage pickup, up to the projects, up through the projects, in some of these areas in town, where people just throws, puts their garbage not in cans, but puts them all over the hillside, and the dogs drags it out, and it is awful.
I've seen what you're talking
And I'm
about.
sure that, most housing projects, I thought, provided their people with garbage cans or curbies.
Yes.
And it's, did find out today that our garbage collectors are having to get out on the hill, those little hillsides and on the yards and picking up those garbage bags and all that mess. So I
Well,
would like to see
they're not supposed to be.
Well, they are.
that they are,
Well, I have talked to them, because I told them they do not do it, because it slows them down on the other place. You're talking about actually pick garbage up that's spread out, they're not supposed to be
yeah,
doing that.
Well, it's not
But
their,
anyway.
in their defense, it's not their fault.
No,
well, it's not
They
their fault.
shouldn't be doing it, because I told them, okay, I talked to the person that runs that place today, and yes, they do have garbage cans. And they have been told that if a bear or a dog or something gets into it, it's all over the place, they pick it up.
But these are
Yeah.
actually garbage bags, it's not
I
even in
know,
cans.
I
Just throw them out with
I
that
know,
can.
but they have cans.
Uh-huh.
But if the garbage is all over the place and they don't pick it up themselves, that they have workers that will pick it up for $25 an hour. Because I told her, I said, our men cannot do it because they have so much to do, so many stops here.
Well, you know, it's just a common thing, put your garbage in a can.
Yeah,
I understand a bear can,
yeah.
but most of what she's talking
Yeah,
about.
these are just garbage bags.
Bags.
you know, just loose.
That's what I told her, and that's the reply I got, so.
So they're,
But I'll have to tell them again, because they should not have been picking it up, because I have,
That's the only way you'll break them.
I
is-
have told them, I said, you do not pick garbage up because you don't have time.
well, and two, all the garbage should be in garbage cans,
Yeah.
where they can just pull up those garbage
Well,
cans.
now,
and just
there are some places, I'll be honest, there's some elderly, some people that are elderly,
Yes.
that they know they can't get out there and do it. That's fine.
But you know, they know them.
Yeah.
That's
We're
fine.
talking about like a
The
project
whole
like.
neighborhood
Yeah,
of,
I know,
you'll
but
see,
I did call and talk to her. and
you'll see
that's
one
all I
garbage
got.
can here, and it'll be full, and then there, around the garbage can, there'll be 10 bags of garbage. And, you know, I mean,
You're
that's
doing
on
the
the whole
right
thing.
thing, but if you refuse to pick it
But
up,
I told them to
I
don't pick it
mean,
up, and if they,
One or
they'll
two
either
times
abide by
and
the
they'll-
rules or they won't get their
I'll
garbage
have to
picked up.
remind them, because now they have place to do it, I've told them. And they asked me, was it all right on something's elderly, and I said, fine.
Yeah.
And
If you know the road people, they can't get out there.
I've seen
I
our
said, 'cause I'll
garbage
be there
guys
one of these
on
days
our
and get
streets and
mine.
stuff, they do a fine job.
They do.
I mean, they,
I mean, they know who
I
can't
have,
make it
now
out
I
there.
have seen
It's
some
just
of
like-
when they possum or raccoon get in a bag and some of it fall out, I've actually seen them, they're nice enough
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
if it's quick.
Uh-huh.
But when you got a bag scattered over half the room, there's just no way.
No, they can't do it, birds and stuff. Matter of fact, I called a couple people and told them they need to clean the garbage up so they can come back and pick it up. But I did call her, so I'll remind him, because that's the only way you can rectify the situation.
Sure.
Anything else,
No,
Henry?
no, no, me.
I bet you sure you want one finance.
I want to see the ball game too.
I want to see the ball game second, third, whatever.
She was, one day, I think I said what she said.
No, I said I want to see a fifth,
We're taking first, second, thirds on the ball game.
Don't you want to see the ball game?
I bet you did. huh?
It's her birthday. She
I have
doesn't
one
I
thing.
knew.
It's our birthday.
I have one thing, and it shouldn't take long. I've had a few police officers approach me asking that we as a council approve for them to get matching uniforms to boost their morale.
Well, I'll just tell you. Yeah.
One made some. So, you're gonna
It's
bring-
like it's,
Well, let's put it this way, they've got a coat to keep warm. They're getting tires to keep them on the
Who was
road.
it?
They're getting oil changes,
New tires.
I already said that. safety grants was going, it's 50/50, so if they get 3,000, I'm gonna have to pay 3,000 for it. No, we can't get uniforms right now.
Well,
Sorry.
But it would be nice to send
But
us
we
to
will
look
put
at
that
in
on
the
our
future,
to-do
'cause
list.
Well, let me,
How's that?
I mean, really, that'd be
There's
nice.
something you can-
know.
Well, right now, I'll be honest, we've got a bill since last January for $500 some dollars or $700, which one is it?
That's fine.
Okay, on uniforms, that's gotta be paid.
well, I understand that, but at the same time, our officers have to look professional. And
I agree.
I agree with David on this because House Bill 413 is right here on this bill. It's brought in
Well-
$2,100. And it's for the police
Well,
department.
and they also got a new car for $1,000 we gotta pay for.
Our alcohol tax, that's for police officers. That's another
She does
couple
not
grand.
realize how much alcohol tax we're getting.
On a vacuum cleaner.
We got $1,800 on this budget, that's
Did you
for
look
the
at how
police
much
department.
alcohol tax we're actually getting? We're not getting that much anymore.
1,800, how much would a set of uniforms cost for one nice dress set for each officer?
I am very
What
willing,
about $100?
I am very willing to buy them uniforms when we get this other stuff paid for. But you have to go with the priorities, their charges is more important right now. I can't order.
We
them
can
right
go
now.
with priorities, but if we pass a budget to buy uniforms, then we buy uniforms.
Well, if the money comes in,
It's what we pass.
well, if you pass it, Charles, I gotta have the money to buy them.
I understand the money,
I tell you what,
The money is it.
I would probably, I deal with this all the time, but coming in, it goes out a lot quicker than it comes in. I would suggest every one of us sit in Robin's seat for a day or two, but whenever the bills come in.
Last week.
Yeah, it can really beat you down.
well, if she looks at the bills, but we also, we deal with, right here's one stack, and I can give you a whole duffel bag at home that we do deal with, so we are working with it. So it's a big undertaking, I know, but
Charles, honey, you gotta have the money to buy that stuff, and I'm gonna put it on my to-do list, but I've gotta have the social stuff paid for first. I don't have it right now, I can't just charge them, I'm old, they won't let us charge uniforms till we pay for them last January.
But what we will do is, we'll take House Bill 413 and alcohol tax, it just keeps going in the general fund, but it don't benefit the police department other than, what's gonna be said is wages and this and that, that's true. But that we wouldn't be getting that if it wasn't for the officers, so that's my only thing in their defense.
I'm not saying they don't need them.
I understand that, but I was saying if we passed to get them, then
We will get them, but I'm not gonna say we're gonna get them right now, I'm not gonna lie to you and say I'm going right now.
And the only other thing that of course it snowed last night, this morning, throughout the day. Have we ordered salt? Do we have working salt equipment?
No, we're working on that even.
Because I know last year the city never salted.
No, we got some.
It was reported to us that
Yeah, no, we got
there
some.
are two socket roads, but I think they're both tore up.
They are.
Yeah, we've got the guy to work on it. He's gonna have to do.
I don't even know if that big dump truck can even be used.
They gotta work on it.
Yep. That's everything we're in.
You know, something we really should do, we're talking about saving money, making money right now, is go ahead and surplus that dump truck, garbage truck, the blue Chevrolet truck, the toolbox that's sitting up there, the pool trailer that we don't use. There's 6 things we can surplus and go ahead and put some money back in the kids. The longer we let the dump truck sit, the garbage truck sit, the more repairs you will have to. The tires will dry rot off of it. I was wanting to wait and save and fix it, but we're in such a crunch. Get rid of those items. The blue Chevy truck that needs the clutch, the pool trailer, dump truck. The things are gonna cost us a fortune to repair, we might as well get rid of it.
Yeah, that works on it.
Yeah, we've got, Brandon, but they did.
It worked too bad.
There's one in there, it's not worth it though, so.
The blue truck
Number one.
and the blue truck that's got the clutch yet, we're not, it's just sitting up there.
No, I was talking about the ones they use every day.
Yeah.
But the blue truck that's sitting up there, we should go ahead and surplus it, the garbage truck, pool trailer, and that toolbox that's sitting right back. police station. Came off the,
Yeah, I remember the
Repair
purchase
truck.
was very times.
y'all wanna go ahead and put it up for surplus? Run an ad for it? Surplus it out and make some money?
I bet if I talk to Brandon and find out exactly what's marathon waste stuff first.
You said you didn't have money for it.
If we don't
I
have.
said, it don't hurt to talk to him and say, hey, what's wrong with
Well,
it?
it's sitting there, just sitting there and not
We need to
bringing
move
in
down.
anything, so why not just put it up?
Maybe give us a report on that next meeting.
Yeah. I'll go through and see what, I'll get Brandon and Hendricks, what, just need to get rid of the period and bring it down.
I know they got that little, like I said, the little pool trailer that never gets used, it's only about 4x4. Little box
Sandy
sitting
was
around
working
there.
on that little food trailer, wasn't he? Because he was, doing some welding on that.
And then the garbage packer, which I would love to see fixed, but if we ain't got 4 or 5 grand to sink into it and fix it, or whatever it's gonna cost with steering, even if it's 1,000.
Yeah. Decided to fix it and everything.
We ain't gonna have the money though, according to the way it's talking. I say surplus. Well, next meeting, we'll get into that, maybe we'll get it going.
Well, does anybody have anything else? How about the public? Anybody? Public? Anybody wanna make a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
I said,
Go watch the cat.
Everybody say in favor, say
Aye.
aye.